What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome back to your daily Luna Classic update. Not going to be a too positive one for Luna Classic because there are some important developments around the Luna Classic ecosystem that we need to talk about, and I don't think they're that bullish. First of all, today we actually opened not too well either. As you can see, even though the cryptos don't really have a market open, institutions do have one, and there are institutions trading in crypto, and the Asian markets actually started off with some bearish moves, as you can see. Started dropping down yesterday evening already, but for some Asian countries that's the morning already, right? I believe so, yeah. So we started in a bearish fashion. It was already, you could already see that this bullish momentum we had with, for example, this trend line, that was cooling down because you had this downtrend kind of beating up against it, and we weren't really finding a lot of support off of a previously strong support level at 17,000. So we broke through. We're now heading to the support level around 16,000. That's always what I name the prices as, 16,000. We'll find support there, and I think we'll be able to hold that at least for today. And then tomorrow we got some very important fundamental events coming out, but more on that later. But altogether, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the fundamentals of Luna Classic specifically. Because first of all, you have to burn tax, obviously, right? So that's the whole reason why we are up here in the first place, because we're still up here compared to where we were before, even though we're slowly but surely dropping back down there. That's the main reason why we're up here, all right? But the thing is that what they're doing with more and more proposals is they're trying to cut away Luna Classic that's being burned, and they're trying very hard to set up multiple proposals and do things that actually provide more Luna Classic to the developers on the Luna Classic ecosystem. All right, now you could make an argument for that if there's more money that goes to those developers, that there are more decentralized applications going onto Luna Classic, which means it's being used more, which means we're going to burn through more Luna Classic. Which could be true. You could argue that. However, I don't agree with that argument. I think Luna Classic as an ecosystem is completely gone. I don't think there's any serious developer who wants to develop on the TERRA Classic ecosystem still. It's just a failed blockchain, and that's the way it is. And then you still have the Luna Classic coin, and what you should do, I think, to maximize returns for the people that still hold Luna Classic after everything that happened, is you should do everything you can to make that price go up. And you do that with big burns. You do that with creative burning, creative buybacks maybe. All right, you don't do that, but I mean, I know they're trying to rebuild the ecosystem, but I think that's unrealistic. I don't think there's a possibility for the blockchain to become big again. I think the reputation has been damaged too much, and I don't think, that's the main thing. Reputation has been damaged too much, and nobody's going to take the risk to develop on it once more. And that's why I think all of these proposals, getting more Luna Classic and getting more money to the developers trying to develop the ecosystem, why I think that's bearish. You should do things that try to put up the price of Luna Classic, but that's not happening. So yeah, that's why I think we're dropping after finding support at 16,000. Now the thing is, what could actually save Luna Classic on the short term is that we're dropping down to 16,000. I think we're going to hold that initially at least. And then what we have is tomorrow, we have the inflation rate, and the day after the interest rate, but let's talk about the inflation rate. I think we'll hold 16,000 until tomorrow at least. And then if the inflation rate is actually lower than expected, which is bullish for crypto, then Luna Classic is going to go up as well, because it's bullish for the entirety of crypto. And Luna Classic, even though it's not as much correlated with the entire crypto market, it still is in those events. And then we'll probably still break above 17,000 and do something like that, completely just because it's bullish for crypto. In the end though, I think the fundamentals for Luna Classic are like worsening and worsening, and this would only be a temporary bullish momentum, after which we will probably start dropping back down again. And if it's if the interest rate or if the inflation rate is higher than expected, we'll do something like this instantly and drop down to 15,000 and 14,750. So yeah, that's my update on Luna Classic. Basically, wanted to get some things off my chest. But for now, if you do have any questions, as always, let me know. But for now, take care. Have a great Monday and bye.